So some more great news for Saints fans before Christmas, and the latest player to sign a new long-term contract is Chris Forrester. Chris, tell us more.
Cheers, Jay. Delighted to get it done. You know, the club has offered me a new deal, which is something that I wanted. You know, the security, and then just to continue playing for this club is an honour that, you know, I'm really appreciative of, and you know, it's one that I really couldn't turn down.
How did the chats with John and Gareth, the chairman, and Anthony and the rest of the people who run the club go in terms of what you were looking for and what they were looking for from you?
Yeah, easy enough. It was more just, you know, just more of the same. You know, I've given a lot of time to this club, and this club has given a lot to me. So I think we have a great mutual respect. Conversations were easy. It was pretty easy going conversations. And as soon as I wanted a new deal, the club were there to, you know, help me out the best they could. So I'm really pleased.
You've said before how happy you are here and how much you feel loved by St Patrick's Athletic, and the feeling is mutual, of course, but I know that's something that's very important to you. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it is. I've been here for what now? I don't even know how many years, but I've been here for a lot of years, and you know, the club were there for me when I first came home. Stuck by me through a lot, so you know, it's something that I'm really pleased with. So yeah, the club has always been there for me, and you know, I've always tried my best for the club. So like you said, the mutual respect is there, and you know, the passion to play for the club is there. So hopefully that continues. Yeah,
332 appearances, Chris, for St Pat's. The first one all the way back in 2012, heading into that defeated cup final. Then you had the league the following year, the cup the following year after that, and 2 cups in the last 3 years. The most recent of those just last month as well. It's been a special time, and you're hopeful for more, I'm sure.
It has. There's been a lot of special days at this club for me, especially. You know, seeing ups and downs, fans coming through the doors now are amazing. So the club's on the rise, and it's something that I wanted to stay a part of. And like you said, throughout the years there's been many good days, cup finals, league wins, and then like you said, appearance-wise I'm right up there. So it's something that really pushes me, and it's something I want to strive for.
Yeah, your mate Ian Birmingham better watch us back at this stage with the new deal, and you're, I'm sure, chasing down his record as well. Talk us through, Chris, the last few weeks since the cup final, and just what that cup final meant to you. And you did a great interview with Adam Courtney on the pitch after about wanting to become the first Pats player ever to win 3 cup finals and play in 4, and you were able to do that, and it meant the world to you.
Yeah, it did, and it's something that, you know, as a kid you always think you want to play in these big games, but then when you become a bit older and you start getting all these accolades, like you said, 3 times winning the cup, no one in the club has done it. So yeah, it becomes something that's really special and something that's really important to me in the coming months. So yeah, I was delighted to, you know, finally get that, and you know, go down the history books. Is, you know, I want to break all records. So yeah, hopefully that continues. Yeah,
2 FAI Cups in 3 years as well. You know, huge crowds, record crowd at the most recent one too, and just the whole occasion and buzz around St Patrick's Athletic and around the finals as well has been a really incredible thing to be involved in. How much have you enjoyed that, and just, I suppose, where the club and where the League of Ireland overall is at the minute, and where we hope it continues to go to? Yeah,
like you said, there's so much work that goes on behind the scenes. You know, it's not just the footballers that are pushing in the right direction. Everybody is. I know the club here, the media, especially you and all the lads, do a lot of work. So I think it's bringing everything together, and you know, we're all reaping the rewards of it. The crowds are up, the standard of football is getting better. You know, clubs are able to offer contracts that are keeping younger boys here. So yeah, it's all pushing in the right direction. It's been really enjoyable. It's been great to see. From my transition from when I first came into the league to now, it's night and day, to be honest. Everything, the buzz, even just walking down the street, you get noticed more and stuff like that, because the recognition is there now for the league. And
the work going on off the pitch in the club in terms of the community with 𝗟𝗏 and the team there, and you were in the club shop the other day with Joe and Jake on Friday with the cup, and like hundreds and hundreds of kids in for selfies and autographs and pictures, which is something that we wouldn't have had up until recent years, and of course, you know, Dave Morrissey before Niall, and you know, there's just so much going on in the area for local people, young people who want to be involved in St Pat's now, which is something special that we're really enjoying being part of, all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. We probably would have got about 10 people through the door when I first started playing. Just because the recognition is there now, and I think, you know, all these kids are coming to an age where they're finding an interest in the league, whether it be through social media interactions or wherever other work is going on. So yeah, I think we're all reaping the rewards, and you know, it's great as a player. It makes you feel special, you know, when people want to come and meet you. You're like, that's what you dream of when you're a kid. So yeah, it's been amazing, to be honest.
And speaking of rewards and recognition, last month as well, you were named PFAI Premier Division Player of the Year for the first time. You'd also won the Young Player a number of years back, and we were also delighted for you when your name was read out and you went up to collect the award as well. You've had time to reflect on that now. I'm sure the trophy's on the mantelpiece, your ma's mantelpiece, but tell us what that meant to you, to hear your name called out and voted by your peers as the best player in the league in 2023.
Yeah, no, it was honestly, it was one of them moments, you know, after I went straight up to the room with my girlfriend, and, you know, I just sat there for a few minutes and I was like, finally I got it, you know, because it's been something that I wanted since coming home. I had no plan. I had plans on going out and celebrating big night, but I ended up just going up, getting a pizza and chilling in the room and just enjoying it. I was just so content with it. You know, last season was a great season for me. I had some good goal scoring records, and, you know, I was playing really well. So I was happy that the conclusion was me winning PFAI Player of the Year. So I was absolutely really delighted. And
the fact that it's voted for by the players who you play against, because of course the Pats players can't vote for Pats players, so it was the other 9 teams, I think 20 players in each squad are allowed to vote, and obviously there's a huge amount of competition on the pitch against all these teams, but for those players to have picked you is extra special.
Yeah, it is, and it just shows like that you're respected and, you know, you're appreciated in the league by the players you're playing against every week, because, you know, it's one of them where it's hard to vote for other players. Like you said, the Pats players couldn't vote for each other, so, you know, it's just shows a level of respect, and yeah, it makes it even more sweeter that it's the boys that you're playing against every week voting for you.
And you're hungry for more, I know. Again, watched you train this morning with the lads, and, you know, a really tough, good session. Everyone looked fit and strong and in good form in the pre-season as such, and you've kept yourself ticking over to again try and hit the ground running in that opening night against Galway on Feb 16th.
Yeah, pre-season it's been hard. You know, we've been in for a good couple of days, so yeah, it's been hard. The lads are going through the paces. All the lads are coming back. You know, it's still pre-season, like you said, so the lads are coming back in good shape, and, you know, it's something that I was conscious of. I wanted to come back and, you know, be right up there with the lads, because sometimes they can leave me in the dirt. But now keeping up well, and, you know, it's been a good couple of days.
In terms of your role at the club now, Chris, you know, in terms of the number of games you played, the experience you have, there's other experienced players in the team, but there's also a lot of younger ones. You know, we saw how many young players, for example, finished the cup final and are involved in the group, playing on the bench, making squads, training and stuff. And your role to help and develop them and I suppose give them the experience that you were given by other players, but when you were younger, if that makes sense. Yeah,
absolutely. I think I do have a big role in that, and it's something that I only kind of realised probably in the last year maybe, that I have an influence in the change room. And, you know, these young lads, as much talent as they do need guidance along the way, and like I always say, if I'm ever needed in that sense, I'll obviously try to lend a hand. But yeah, I think it's just one of them, by leading by how you play and how you compose yourself around the place is important as well. That's something I'm very conscious of around the place. I try and be friendly with everybody, but when business has to be done, you know, try and push that side of it as well. So yeah, just try and ease the lads into it. There's not much help that the young lads need, because they're all very well balanced and their heads are good. So yeah, but like I said, the helping hand is there if they need it.
Yeah, some great battles between Chris and Michael Noonan in the 1v1s in training this morning. I must say, I think Michael is 15, so he's really learning from a senior pro as such. Chris, in terms of next season and you know, where you guys want to take the team and the club on the pitch, you know, Joe Redmond, who we announced earlier in the week, spoke very well yesterday about his own ambitions and where he feels he can go with the group, and John and the staff. How would you sum up what you're hoping to do both next year and moving forward in your contract?
Well, I don't see any reason why we can't go and really challenge next year. You know, it's something that we will want to do. I know myself anyway, I'll want to go and I want to try win the league. Yeah, we have Europe as well, which is something that's really massive for this club. There's no reason why we can't push that, get group stages. Because last year we kind of let ourselves down. I think this year we're in a better situation. And then yeah, we're cup holders, so we'll want to retain that again. There's no reason why we can't with the team that we're assembling. And
very lastly, the fixtures came out last week. Galway away in the opening game, which will be a cracker down there, sold out, and then we're here for a tasty derby, repeat the final against Bohs. But like most games, if not all, will be sold out this year. Again, for someone who's been in the league for so long, how cool is that to know that you're going to every stadium in the country, particularly here in 𝗟cie𝗿𝗿𝗺, when the Pats fans go and support you away, that they're packed and there's proper atmospheres now in this league.
Yeah, it's exciting, you know. You go to this place and you know it's going to be an atmosphere. You can go to some places and it's, you know, you're going in, you're going to have to lift yourself. You have no fans there to, you know, be against you or even follow you. But nowadays the fans are coming in the numbers, so it's brilliant. We know we're always supported well away, and with the Pats fans, so you know they kind of carry us through some games, especially the away ones where. Like the hard ones when you really need them, they come through for you. So yeah, no, it's exciting. It makes you feel good. You know, you're going to big games. Every game is going to be packed out, so it's special. Great,
Chris. Well, we're delighted you're back on board again for a new long-term contract. So enjoy the little break across Christmas, and we'll see you early in the new year.
No problem, Jay. Thanks very much.